Hey guys, so I have to be really quick here about this because my thing keeps failing, and you just saw my time. But whatever. Anyway, and I'm disconnected from Wi-Fi because it's fully downloaded, used premium to do it, and yeah. So let's just get into this doozy, okay? Now, I'm gonna open this at normal speed. Okay? You're gonna hear the voice. All I want you to do is listen to the voice.
Good morning, everybody. Hi, it's Terry, Eat Plant-Based, in the kitchen today because I want to share a hack with you. I guess you would call it a hack. It's something that a follower.
You hear how slow and slurred she is? That's vegan speech for you. I'm gonna try and make this quick because my recording just keeps failing and keeps failing. I lowered the brightness of my thing. I don't know if that's gonna help at all. But we'll see what happens. Okay, guys, so whoops, that is the wrong menu. I do want to up the speed here. I keep forgetting. Oh, shoot. Ugh, I keep messing things up here. I forget how different it is. Playback speed, here we go. All right. There we go.
Follower told me. Good morning, everybody. Hi, it's Terry, Eat Plant-Based, in the kitchen today.
I'm gonna try and keep my commentary short. Sorry, guys. My recording keeps failing, my voice is going, and yeah.
Because I want to share a hack with you. I guess you would call it a hack. It's something that a follower told me about a few months ago, and it has been so helpful. I want to share it with you guys too.
Now, keep in mind, my mom knew this. She knew this with Ginger. So why now is she only just learning about this, okay? And I just jumped right ahead. I didn't mean to do that. So where's full screen?
Okay, because I want to share a hack with you. I guess you want to share it with you guys too. So I've been making a lot of soups lately. I know it's not soup season, but
You're cold and you're vegan. You want meat.
I'm working on the soups this week and the pastas recipes for the cookbook.
Ooh, pasta, you really want meat. I didn't even mention that in my last commentaries, but soups and pastas. You want meat. You're starving for meat. This is why vegans toward the end only want savory things, because they know their body is craving meat and they're not getting it.
And so this kitchen is always a mess. And we have so many soups right now. I've got a lot of them. You know, when you make them one after the other, we've got a lot of leftovers in the refrigerator. I wish I could share it with some of you guys. We'll eat it or I'll freeze it. But there's just so many. It's like
You have a nervous energy about you. I only really started noticing this too, because now that I really listen more, you have a nervous energy. Your body wants meat. One of these days, you're going to end up sleepwalking into the forest with a knife in your hand, chopping something up, and eating it raw because you're yeah.
to drink out of a fire hose. You know, there's only so much you can do. But we'll have plenty of leftovers. But I'll freeze it. But there's just so many. It's like trying to drink out of a fire hose.
I don't see how that compares, but okay.
There's only so much you can do. But we'll have plenty of leftovers. But anyway, I'm excited about the soup section. And so this hack has something to do with that. A few months ago, we eat a lot of garlic. You know, I cook with garlic a lot. And of course, with these soups, there's been a lot of garlic. And someone had mentioned that they go to Aldi's and buy the peeled garlic. Normally
What else is in there? I guarantee you, if you were to buy a thing and peel it and cut it up yourself and then put it in the freezer, it'd be so much better. What's in there?
doing is just buying fresh garlic. And even though it saves...
Yeah, I just spoiled the hack. She puts it in the freezer. My mom already knew that with Ginger. You can put it in the freezer and it saves.
for a pretty good long time in the refrigerator, especially if you put it in your vegetable drawer or something that's humidity controlled. It lasts a pretty long time. But, so many times I would find myself out of garlic, or the ends of them were starting to mold a little bit. I didn't really, they were starting to get soft, didn't want to use them. But this hack, Aldi's has the packs already peeled, and it's a bag. Let me just show it to you. Hold on for just a minute. I gotta get in my freezer. Okay, so these, this is what I'm talking about. It's garlic. You can see it's already peeled, but you can just keep it in the freezer, and it's so neat. One, it's neat because you don't have to peel the garlic. It just makes it easier. And then two, since it's frozen, you'll always have fresh, basically, because this is peeled when it's the freshest.
Why not just do that yourself? Right, you're vegan.
On hand at all times. So if you, and I'm sure other stores sell it too, but Aldi
Yeah, you're vegan. That's it. That's the only reason.
sells it for dirt cheap. I, at the moment, I can't think of how much this is, but it is not much. But it's just really good. It says that there are, let's see, 6 ounces of peeled garlic in there. You can see, which is just so handy. And I have found too, I was a little bit concerned about trying to chop it when it's frozen, because it's coming straight out of the freezer. I'm not giving it time to defrost or anything. I'm just going to add it to some soups, especially when you're caramelizing the onions and the garlic.
How do you caramelize without butter? How do you caramelize without butter? That's my question. How do you do that? You need the butter. You need it to brown, first of all, and you need proteins. I can't imagine how that tastes with the freaking vegan butters. Ew.
Right from the beginning, before you put the other vegetables like mushrooms last night in there.
Let me go back. I want you to listen, and you know what? I might even slow this down for you, so you can get a feel of just what she had just said. I want you to hear what she just said. Now, what is normal? What is normal? That's weird. 1? Is it 1?
It's not that difficult or anything. I'm just going to add it to some soups, especially when you're caramelizing the onions and the garlic.
Oh, she's so unbearable at this speed, guys.
Right from the beginning, before you put the other vegetables like mushrooms last night.
Vegetables like what? Vegetables like what?
In there. Just wanted to tell you, it's not that difficult to
Vegetables
watch your
like
fingers for sure
what?
if it's frozen, but it's not that difficult to
Oh, and by the way, of course people know to watch their... Are you stupid?
to cut the frozen cloves. So I just wanted to tell you about that, because right from the beginning, before you put the other vegetables like mushrooms last night.
Mushrooms, guys. Somehow mushrooms are now a vegetable, just like Pluto wasn't a planet, then it is, then it wasn't, then it was, then it wasn't. Like, what's going on? Mushrooms are a vegetable? Huh? When? When did mushroom become a vegetable? Just like when they say tomatoes are vegetables. Now that one took me a little longer to grasp. Tomatoes being vegetable, or tomatoes being fruits, but... And same with like cucumber and zucchini. I struggled to realize that they were fruits. They're in fact fruits. That one was very hard for me to figure out because of the shape of them. Tomatoes, okay, it's a little more believable just because of the shape. But like cucumbers, and because they're so savory, right? And then the shape of them. Tomato and zucchini, or cucumbers and zucchini, they're fruits. But I learned something that helps me figure it out easier and realize. So vegetables are stalks, right? Stalks. And then the fruits grow on the trees, right? They like hang down. You pick them, you know, they grow on vines and stuff. So that kind of helps. Now, would rhubarb be considered a vegetable because of it being a stalk? I think so. I think it is. And it's disgusting. I don't know why anyone eats even just rhubarb itself. Like, I'm not talking, like, no, I know the leaves are poisonous, but, like, rhubarb is just gross. Why? Why? Even now, I cannot stand it.
in there. It's not that difficult to watch your fingers for sure if it's frozen, but it's not that difficult to cut
Back up to 1.5.
the frozen cloves. So I just wanted to tell you about that because it's been so useful. Have garlic on hand at all times.
I don't need garlic on hand at all times because I eat good food already. Sorry. Yeah, but not everybody needs garlic like you.
And yeah,
Because we actually eat what our body wants. Our bodies want meat. And so does yours too, believe it or not. That's why you make a bunch of soups. It's why your end stage veganism people do this. That's what Michaela from like that Nutrition by Michaela. I wonder if her channel even still exists. I'll have to look it up and then we can have a little fun and I can talk through a video. I can look at a video and then talk about what I saw in the video and yeah.
you even have to peel it. That's the second biggest thing. First biggest thing is having it on hand at all times, and second is you don't even have to peel it. You just start chopping or whatever you're going to do with it. So it's such a great little trick and so
Why not cut it up and then put it in the freezer that way? Make it even smaller. No, but you don't even have to cut it. All right, vegan. Can't even cut, period. So there's that.
expensive. I just thought it would be a good one to share with everybody. So hang on a second. I've got a tickle in my throat.
How long have you been talking? 5 minutes? I've been talking for over half an hour. I'm only just starting to lose my voice now.
But yeah, so I'm headed to the grocery store this morning to get more supplies, to make more recipes, to test. For the book, a lot of the recipes are on the...
Okay, guys, and what is with this? Every single vegan that I find has a cookbook. Every single one of them. How many carnivores have cookbooks? 3, 4? Right? Maybe 5? How many vegans?
website. I'm tweaking them though, but about, I don't know, 30 or 40% of them will be new. So got a lot of
Yeah, we gotta have new recipes all the time because we're vegan and we're bored very, very quickly, very, very fast. We need constant varieties of things. Whereas meat eaters, we stick to a few basic things. That's it.
since weekend, all that still to do, and yeah, gotta have lots of ingredients for that. So just wanted to share that hack with you this morning, and I wanted to say something,
So fun because it sounds so easy.
guys. A few days ago, I put up the condolences for Dr. Baxter Montgomery.
Guys, I don't know if you've seen the videos that Vegan Deterioration did on him, but he had slurred speech and stuff going on too. Like, you can hear it in his voice when you listen to some like old videos of him. He was not much older than my mom. He was younger, in fact. Younger. My mom is 60. Let me think. I gotta do the calculations in my head. Oh, let's see. 62. 2022. Yeah, 63. So she's 63 now. He was only 59. My mom is active. Her speech is the same as it's been since I remember first actually registering her voice. you know, I, like my mind, when I first started remembering and registering her voice, like her speech is exactly the same. This guy had slurred speech at 59. Vegans, I am not convinced that the vegans, she's going to make an analogy here in a minute. You're going to be baffled at it.
Cardiologist. And it's been, a sad time for his family, and some great responses from, as far as encouragement, you guys commenting and everything on Facebook. But a few people are saying things, commenting about his cause of death, guys. And
Every group of people does this, okay? Whether it's a carnivore group, whether it's a vegan group, whether it's just a simple ex-vegan group, whether it's I'm into Foodie Beauty, and we speculate on Foodie Beauty all the time too. So, guys, every group has that one little group of people, or even just those one person that always like puts out these rumors, right? But like, you can't be shocked that there's speculation going around. But I'm gonna tell you that vegan diet didn't do him any good. Definitely didn't do him any good.
we don't know that yet. Yes, somebody tried to argue with me a little bit last night on there, because they said one thing and I said, we don't know the cause of death yet, let's not say. And they said, well, it's on other groups and pages. And sure it is, because there's going to be a lot of speculation. But until his family decides, to be open.
And it might be out by now, the cause of death, but because this video was posted quite a while ago, but
and I feel like they probably will, but we'll see about it and tell us. Let's don't speculate and spread things as if it's truth when it may be far from the truth, until it comes from.
Yeah, like, you shouldn't be shocked. You shouldn't be shocked. Vegans are particularly bad at that because their minds just, oh, I bet you he ate meat again. I bet you some vegans are saying that. He probably ate meat again. And he died because he ate meat again. Some vegans are sick enough to do that. Some vegans are sick enough to say that.
An official, family member or something like that, I'm not going to believe it, and I'm not going to say it. So we will see what it is. But in the meantime, condolences go out to his family. Let's give them, just encouragement, and don't be speculating. I know we all have questions. I'm not saying that we don't. There are questions, no doubt. But somebody said this to me very recently, so this is not from me. But they said eating plant-based, I was telling them that eating plant-based does not make us bulletproof, as, so many would, and I was guilty, guys. I was so guilty in the beginning. I've been doing this since.
I was never guilty because I never thought that when I went carnivore. I thought I'll be better off. But I'll never, ever, ever claim that I'm bulletproof. Ever. I'm stronger. Yes, that is true. I feel a lot stronger and healthier, but I am not out here claiming that I am anywhere close to bulletproof. No one is. Not even a lion is.
2013, so 12 years. And in the beginning, I probably helped spread some of that bulletproof stuff, but we're not bulletproof, even if we eat plant-based. And so I was telling a friend that, and he said something that really resonated with me that I think might be helpful. He said he thinks of eating plant-based as wearing a seatbelt.
No. Eating plant-based is more like juggling while riding a unicycle. Some people could get farther than others, but eventually you're going to fumble and fall. Some people are professionals. They could do it for a good long while before they fumble and fall, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. They're going to fumble and they're going to fall. You're shaky along the way. It's crazy. Now, veganism is more like that. Carnivore is like riding a seatbelt because it literally takes away completely there are rare instances that I've seen where people are like, no, this will never recover fully. It's going to be here forever. I don't see that as much with the carnivores like I do the vegans. Vegans will say, oh, it's healed significantly, but they don't say completely. They never use the word completely. A lot of carnivores, I hear them say, I am in no more pain. It's completely gone. I have no more of this, completely gone. No more of that, completely gone. Right? You never hear completely gone from the vegans.
I love that analogy because a seatbelt's not going to keep you from being in an unforeseen crash of some sort, but it sure.
Honey, if the vegan diet was like wearing a seatbelt, then why are people dying? Why are there so many young people dying as vegans? Most of them are vegans. The people who are dying later as vegans are the people who went vegan later, 30s, 40s, 50s, by the time they went vegan. You went vegan late yourself, all right? You went vegan late yourself. Don't sit up here, though, and tell me you weren't eating fast food most of the time. Come on. You're blaming the small amount of eggs and dairy and maybe the 2 ounces of meat you'd have at supper when you did eat healthy. You're blaming all of that. Nope, not buying it.
Does better your chances of survival if you are in a crash. Doesn't that make so much sense and seem much more reasonable than saying that we're bulletproof? We are doing all that we can by giving our bodies the nutrients and all of the fiber and all of the things that are good for us.
We don't need fiber. When do we need fiber, guys? When does a human need fiber? When? Last I checked, it wasn't an essential nutrient. Essential fatty acids and essential amino acids, which means there's foods we have to eat to get them, and they're only found in meat. So your body can't create them, okay? Cannot create them. No, but there's supplements. But that's my point. There's actual food that you can take too. I'd rather eat the food.
And in the meantime, we're wearing our seatbelt.
Eat. But you know what I mean?
And I told my friend that mentioned this to me this was all about Dr. Montgomery. That's what started this, and others, because we've lost Dr. McDougall and Dr. Hahn's deal.
Honey, this too. McDougall, 10 years ago or so, had an incident, right? He had an incident where he had a virus that affected his inner ear, and he went into the bathroom, and just from a fall, like a simple fall from standing upright to falling down, broke several bones. A non-vegan person would have at least just had bruises. He broke bones from a simple little fall like that. Maybe a teeny tiny fracture in a non-vegan. But he broke several bones. Didn't he shatter something? Dude, what are you talking about?
And we know Chef AJ is suffering with her battle with lung cancer right now.
And how old is she? Guarantee you she's not that old.
But I think of it like this. Even though eating plant-based does not make us bulletproof, for me personally, when I changed to a plant-based diet 12 years ago, I was suffering with a lot of medical things, high blood pressure, high cholesterol.
Honey, you need cholesterol. You need cholesterol. What you mean is high CAC score, which you should have had checked. You should have done your CAC tests. Okay? That's what you should have done. No. Clearly you need cholesterol because you talk really, really slow. I talk faster than you at my natural speed than you do at your current speed. I have to put you up to 1.5 because of how unbearably slow you talk. It's something to do with the brain firing I don't know what. I don't get it. But anyway.
Adult acne that I was taking an antibiotic for sleep problems, but joint problems was my biggest problem. And
See, and this is like vegans take a bunch of antibiotics too. They have to be on a bunch of medications, taking antibiotics. And wouldn't you rather never have to take another medication again? Unless, like, you're actually sick and you wouldn't have to take it every day. Like, I've been lucky in that I've never needed a medication every single day of my life. Never. Not even once. Supplements, maybe, for a time I did, but even then, that was only a phase, and then I stopped. I never took a medication every single day for years and years and years. Please, miss me with that.
going plant-based helped tremendously with my joint problems. So even if I'm not bulletproof, and we're not.
I forget who introduced me to miss me with that bull crap. I forget who introduced me to that, but that's clever. Thank you.
The benefits that I have gotten from going plant-based, I don't need to be bulletproof. I'm living a life. I'm fully convinced, because rheumatoid arthritis runs in my family. I have not been diagnosed with it, but my mom and my sister have. And I had joint problems starting at 35. I'm convinced, had I not changed to a plant-based diet, I would be like my mom.
Honey, you wouldn't need to just, like, veganism isn't the only option. I am willing to bet you still have pain because you don't use the word completely gone. So carnivores will say, oh, no, I have no more pain. It's completely gone now. You never hear completely gone from a vegan, like I'd said earlier.
58, and she was disabled by about 52, 53. And my sister...
yeah, well, what was your mom eating? Pizza Delight and... Do you guys even have Pizza Delight over there? Domino's and McDonald's and stuff like that. And if not, double deep frying carbs upon carbs, okay? And eating lots of baked goods and like crap quality meat. Crap quality. I'll emphasize that. Some people are more sensitive to the crap quality meat than others. You're blaming 2 ounces of meat a day for what the 15 pounds of plants are doing.
Who was only diagnosed a little over a year ago, I think it was having so many problems and on medication and everything for rheumatoid. And she's not on medication right now for it because going plant-based helped control her symptoms. And so she's doing well. And,
Does she still have symptoms? I'll bet you she does. I'll bet you she does. Sure, it might not be as bad, but it could be even better. You realize that?
All of these benefits that we're getting, and it's not hearsay, it's me personally.
You had to correct yourself, didn't you? Are you lying? Are you lying about something?
So eating plant-based is a joy, and it is a gift.
I don't think you enjoy it. You sound like you're struggling to find the proper words. You don't like it. You want to eat meat. I know it. I know it.
I'm medication free, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm not saying I will be always.
Oh no, definitely not if you're vegan. Definitely not. Definitely not. It's not going to last too much longer. I already think that you're struggling because you've been doing this 12 years. Your brain is struggling, for sure. You can't talk fast anymore. Like, you can't talk at a decent speed. What is with these people and talking so slowly?
But I am and have been for the last 12 years. And so what a blessing. And I don't need to be bulletproof.
That sounded very sincere, didn't it, when you said, what a blessing? Let me go back.
All I need to know is that my life, I'm so thankful for that. And I'm not saying I will be always, but I am and have been for the last 12 years. And so what a blessing. And
it's like she's not even convinced herself.
don't need to be bulletproof. All I need to know is that my life has been much improved by going plant-based. And I'm betting, and I know, I was going to say I'm betting so many of you have had the same experience, but hold on.
Can't pause, can't splice videos together, can't do any of that. No.
I know you have, because so many of you have messaged me. Plus, when I was teaching the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine classes at hospitals and cancer centers.
Responsible medicine. Now, I didn't mention this in any of my other commentaries when I tried to do this. Responsible medicine? Responsible? Malnourishing people is responsible? Huh. Interesting.
People were coming back each class and, you know, talking about how much better that they were feeling and the benefits of it. So we don't have to be convinced. We can, you know, try it. And
how many people have stuck to it? I bet you not many people have. Bet you.
Know that we're doing the best thing that we can for our bodies, and you know, let God handle the rest. And so let's give some grace to the Montgomery family, and just wait. We know the benefits.
You're stuttering. You're really slow at normal speed, and yeah, so
they're wonderful benefits, and we're all going to die one day, guys, of something. We're just living our best lives while we're here, as healthy as we can. Some of the plant-based doctors say they want to die as how did they put it? They want to die as young as possible, as late as possible.
Not happening, clearly. Not happening with most of the vegans. Not happening. The ones who are dying later than the average are the people who are going vegan in their late 30s to like late 50s. So yeah, those are the people that are dying at decent ages. Well, this person lived to be 92. Well, how long ago? Well, how old were they when they went vegan? Were they born vegan? Bet not.
So die feeling young as late as possible. That's the goal. So anyway, I just wanted to share that kitchen hack and just that message about this. So thanks so much for listening.
And that's it. I hope this recording won't fail because, oh my god. Anyways, I lowered the brightness of my screen. I don't know if that will fix anything, but maybe it'll lower the power load on it. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, yeah, hopefully this will work. And I will, oh, hold on a second. What is this? What is this? Okay, see, my brightness was 100, but I lowered it to 50. So, alright guys, well, I'll see you guys in the next one, and hopefully this records. Okay guys, later!